Hi YouTube, it's Style by Dee, and today I am bringing you a hair tutorial, and this is the look that I created. And I've seen just a bunch of magazines kind of talk about this, so this is the issue from Style Watch, and this I believe was the March issue, and they call it a tiered pony. I did a little bit of a combination between this tutorial that they showed and kind of a walkthrough of one that they showed on InStyle's March issue as well, and they call it the ripple effect. And they show people like Blake Lively had this, Jennifer Morrison. I actually saw Nina Dobrev show this look last year in a party she did for her Cosmopolitan cover, and I did it then. But I didn't do a tutorial on how to do that, but I did post a picture of it. So I do kind of have a familiarity of how to do it, but I did simplify it a little bit more so that it would be easier for you to do. So for this tutorial, you'll need a few things. You'll need a flat brush to kind of smooth hair out. You'll need a teasing brush with a tail to section off hair. You'll need a little like hair grip to kind of set some hair aside. You'll need clear bands. You'll need some small bobby pins, and these are really small. You'll need some texture cream. I used my good old Moroccan surf paste. I just feel like that gives me some good texture. And then I used my Sebastian Reshaper, just because it's not extra hold and you can still kind of play with the hair once it's set. So I did that, and then you'll also need a small little mirror. So that way you can kind of check the back of what your hair looks like as you go through. So that way you make sure that you kind of have the look that you want. So stay tuned to see how I did this tutorial. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with your paddle brush. Just kind of brush and smooth out the hair also. Okay, so for the next step, you're going to grab your teasing brush, and you want to tease the top of your head, just like here at the crown. And I'm going to be looking at this mirror, and you guys can see like the side view. Okay, and then grab just one more section, the tease. Use that. And then you kind of want to brush over this so that it's smoothed out, but without taking that tease out. Okay, then we're going to grab that section of hair first. And you want to create like, you know, somewhat nice parts. They don't have to be perfect because you are going to pull that hair back. A small elastic, and you're going to tie that there. So make sure it's smooth, and you're going to start tying this. And for this, I would recommend getting like the snag free, because I have tried this with the snag, the ones that are just like bands, and they hurt really bad. So see, you've got this. So you can actually like pull some hair out by just running the tail of the comb through, kind of lifting pieces of it up, just to kind of give that some volume. Okay, and then for that you can actually grab some of your like texturizing paste. I'm just going to grab a little bit. So I just ran my fingers through it just a little, and then I'm just going to kind of work that through just to kind of create some texture. So we've got that. You want to grab a little piece of hair and you're going to start to wrap that around that first section. Because you do still, like for me, I'd rather hide the elastic. Even though they are clear, I just prefer to hide them. Wrapping mine, grab a small bobby pin to the hair. Okay, so you've got that. And you want to set this aside off to side somewhere. So set this aside so it's not in your way. I know I look crazy. And grab just like half of that hair at the nape or at the temples. And make sure that you've like smoothed it out. Smooth on the side there. Grab a little hair tie, the kind that doesn't snag, because that will hurt. And still make sure that your hair is staying smooth. Tug on it a little bit. Okay. Now you've got 2 ponytails and you're going to secure these. Okay. So you want to tease the top ponytail just a little bit. Kind of comb through that. And then you're going to connect those 2 ponytails. And you can just go just a little bit down. I'm going to do 3. Make sure you isolate that. Tug on it a little bit and then pull out the hair to create like your first little bump. So you see how I've secured that there. And for that actual piece, you're going to do the same thing you did here on top and like wrap the hair around. Okay, so now you've got your top ponytail with the hair wrapped around that section and you've created your first bubble. So now you're going to take the side here, like the rest of it, and now you're going to gather that together, grab those together and create another ponytail right below that one. Make sure your hair is smoothed out. Smoothed. I don't know if I'm saying that word funny. So you've got it like that. Tug at it and then bring out the bubble of that. And you can tug back on it. So we've got that second one there. And then you want to pin hair around the elastic to hide that. So you should have this bump, that wrapped around that. And now you're going to connect this part of it together and create the third bump. So grab another elastic. And you're going to tie those together. Just pull it, snag it back. And then isolate the top part of that from like the first ponytail that you grab together, and then pull it again. And that should create your third bump. And then wrap that hair around that final one. And that created the third little bubble there. Okay, and you could put your hair to the side like that. You can create some texture by adding some texturing paste. So I'm just going to work that through. And that should give you what kind of look you're looking for. And I'll show you now. So you've got the top paired with that wrapped. You've got the third bump, that wrapped. And then you've got your final with that wrapped as well. And I think even with the bobby pins, you could still kind of tuck on that to kind of tighten it up a little bit. Now some people, they do like one elastic here. You can do that and wrap a hair around it, secure with the bobby pin, and then you could do one here, and then you could do one more at the very end with another elastic. So you could do that and wrap each one with like hair around it to kind of disguise it. You could do that. I prefer just to have like the ponytail. So I'm just going to leave it that way. If you want, you could also set it with hairspray. I almost forgot that part. Just to make sure that you don't have like crazy flyaways anywhere. And that should complete the look. Okay, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Style by Dee Dee. Thank you.